All right, Sevies, let me explain what you're going to do today. You're going to basically construct a food web because that shows the flow of energy through an ecosystem, which is what we were talking about yesterday. So, going on to Estes Park STEAM here, I'm going to go to 7th grade science. Now, remember yesterday the ecosystem sheet number 1 where you filled out this. This is what you're going to use then to construct your food web today. So make sure and have this sheet ready to go. And then you'll want, well, I'm just going to use a food web example. Now, you're going to do yours from scratch, but here's an example of a food web. Now, I want to add some stuff to this, though. Let's see, where'd my notability go? There we go. All right, something I think is a good idea to have in the food web, because remember, we said it all starts with energy from the sun, right? So I'm going to put my sun in there. And you're just going to be showing transfers of energy. So the sun energy goes into the grass down here. And then you'll notice, then like the rabbit comes along and eats the grass. So notice which way the arrow is going. It's going into the rabbit because the grass went into the stomach of the rabbit. Well, then along comes Mr. Fox, who ate the rabbit, and so once again the arrow is going into the fox because the rabbit went into the stomach of the fox. Or maybe a hawk ate the rabbit. And so basically that's all you're doing is you're showing all these possible relationships. So let's look at another one. And remember, all these animals, somewhere along this food web, it has to start with an herbivore. So here's what's called a herbivorous insect. So that's just an insect that eats plants or grasses. Now it's going to get eaten by the spider. Remember, spiders are carnivores. Now notice here, sometimes you can have arrows going both ways. Because here's a predaceous insect, meaning it's a predator. Because some insects eat other insects, or in this case, a spider. So you'll notice here, you could have a case where the spider could eat that insect, or it could go the other way, and that predaceous insect could eat the spider. So sometimes you'll have arrows shown like that, or if it was me, I would just do an arrow like that. But so you'll take your other sheet where you listed all these things and try to just start putting things in place. If you want to hand draw it, great. Or if you want to get pictures from the internet. And so just add other things, like here's going to be a flowering, pardon my drawing, I'm not a real artist here, a flowering plant. So that too would get its energy from the sun. So I probably didn't do this very good. Whee. There. And then let's see. You could have a anybody guess what that is? Yeah, hummingbird. Oh boy, good job. So a hummingbird could come along, and once again it would drink the nectar from the flower. What else would eat from a flowering plant? Let's see. We'll make it yellow. Well, that doesn't show up very good. We'll put. And what's that? Oh, good job. A bee. And that too, once again, the arrow goes from the flower into the bee. I should probably label my hummingbird. Anyways, that's what you're going to do. You need to come up with, you need to have 25 total things in your food web. And once again, you can certainly use the sun. And then Yeah, remember then you'll have to have a few different producers, so plants or plant-like things like algae at the bottom, and then things will work their way up from there. So that's how we're going to construct our food web today.